Hey, ladies and gents, this is your girl, Brianna Javine, and we are here with another episode of What's Good podcast. We have another Wild Card Wednesday. Her name is Tammy. Thank you so much for joining us today.
Thanks, Brianna.
All right, so we're going to go ahead and get into it, learn a little bit about your business. Are you ready?
I am.
Awesome. All righty, so Miss Tammy Loving, tell us a little bit more about your business. Tell us the name of your business and how it came about.
Okay. Well, before I start to tell you about my business and what I do, I'd like to tell you a little bit about myself.
Mm-hmm.
I am a woman of God, first and foremost. Mm-hmm. I am a wife. I am a cancer survivor. I celebrated my 1-year anniversary back in June. For about 20 years, I was in a project management space working for a corporate 500 company, which is the base foundation of my company, Genival Events.
Beautiful.
Genival Events is a wedding and design company. We focus on the experience for our customers.
I love that. So like you mentioned, you came from project management to now doing events. What was the transition and how did that look like for you?
So for me, it was always my side hustle. For as long as I was project managing, the good offset of that stress was to be a planner and to do something I like. I love to celebrate. I love parties. So the transition was that I wasn't ever doing it full time. I was always doing it part time. But when I had the battle with my health, and God just put it on my heart, it's like you've been actually lifting up these corporations and giving them 150%.
Right.
Why aren't you doing that for yourself? I just listened to what he said and decided to go out on my own and be my own boss.
I think that's beautiful. I want to say congratulations for both making that transition, being obedient, and also being a cancer survivor.
Yeah,
so
thank you.
Congratulations. I do want to jump into the spiritual side a little bit, only because that's my walk as well. So what does it take as far as you being a believer to be obedient? Because a lot of times it can be hard because God sees it, but we don't necessarily see it, right? So what made you be obedient to those visions, to those prayers, and the things that you were receiving from God?
Well, God has been walking with me all my life. And it started also with my mom. She fought. She died of cancer. But she fought for 5 years and she had the will of God behind her. She was a firm believer in God. And it was my experience with her that led my walk also, that made my faith that much stronger, that I knew that he had my back and he was not going to fail me. So, yeah.
That's beautiful. And during your walk, what was a certain lesson that you've learned that you still carry to today?
I hate to keep going back to my mom, but in my mom's when it came to her final days, and I never shared this with anybody, that I wanted to fight for her because I wanted her to be here with me. I love my mom. She was my best friend. But God showed me that it's not my will. It's not my way to control it. It's his will. I told my mom at the end, I said, "It's okay, Mom. I'm going to be all right."
Yeah.
And she was at peace, and that's when she got her wings. And so that right there to me was that her firm belief in God and my firm belief in God continues to be the foundation for me in anything that I do.
I love that so much. Yeah. How long have you been in business since you made a transition from, of course, corporate to now being a full-time? Because you mentioned it was a hustle before, so now full-time.
This is 1 year. I've been doing this for a full year, and it has been amazing for me. It has been amazing because when I was working for corporate, I didn't know it was so many opportunities to help small businesses, and I was always fighting the fight by myself. But coming here to Co-America, the Women's Veterans Center, they show you that they are here to support you, and you don't have to feel alone.
Well, that's a good transition to my next question. In regards to the different resources we talked about, Co-America, the Veterans Women Center, what have they done specifically to help you in your business?
Oh my gosh, wow. So my knowledge about business, because I had been in business, but I felt like I didn't know how to do business. All the foundations that I needed to put in place, they have taught me all of those things that I was really missing to look like I was a big player. although I'm a small player. So whether it's from the seminars that they've offered, the mentoring that they provide, I just think it's wonderful. For anybody out there that is feeling like they're in it by themselves, I advise them to come and take advantage of some of these free opportunities.
Beautiful. So how did you hear about the opportunities here?
Like I told you, when I said I wanted to do business, I just started looking for opportunities. And they just started showing up. And they had FREE associated
I know
with
that's
them.
right.
So I took full advantage, and I just soak up anything that is out there for me to learn. I'll soak up.
Love that, because there's a lot of opportunities, not just within here at Comerica, but you meet a lot of different entrepreneurs.
Most definitely.
Have you had any collaborations with other people that are members here in the co-working space?
I have. You, for example. It's so many people here, and everybody is just open to talking and willing to collaborate. So yeah, I've met a lot of people and got a lot of cards, and not just took the card, but actually log them into my contacts. So yeah, it's been great.
Beautiful. So with that being stated, there's going to be an event on October 16th. And I know you have a huge hand in everything.
Yes.
So I've been talking to the other ladies. And if you haven't watched those episodes, make sure y'all see those episodes. But they haven't given us a little sprinkle of what we can look forward to. Now, with you having all your hands tied to it, can you give us a little sprinkle of what we can look forward to?
So I don't want to give away the entire thing, but if you want to come to a women's museum and see what we have to offer through the Women's Veteran Center, you need to be here that day.
Nice. And it's October 16th. And it's a lot of the different programs within Comerica that's going to be there and going to be celebrated, correct?
Correct.
And so it's going to be free and it's open to the public. Am I missing anything?
No, and we'll have a reception at the end, so come and partake.
Indeed. I'm excited.
Me too.
Can you tell us where we can, if we need your services, if you have a website, Instagram, all those good things, how can we get in contact with you?
So I can be reached at, my website is Genivol Events. That's GNIVOL Events. And I forgot to say that. The reason why I chose that name.
Because I was just going to ask you.
Yeah, because it is different. And people look at it and they don't spell it or they don't actually pronounce it. It's Genivol Events. But if you look at GNIVOL, it's really loving spelled backwards, which is my last name.
Now that is so cute. Okay, so did you pick that up or somebody said?
No, I did. I picked that up. I was like, I just want something different. I don't want to put my name in it.
Right.
So it's like, I just looked at it backwards. It's like, I'm going to use Genivol Events.
That is so cute. And that just shows how creative you are. I love it. All righty, Miss Tammy, was there anything else that I forgot?
No.
Anything that you want to mention?
No, thank you so much. This has been such a great opportunity for me. Thank you.
Beautiful. I'm glad you were here and you enjoyed yourself.
Yeah.
All right, ladies and gents, if you have enjoyed this, make sure you subscribe, like, and tell a friend. And if you're listening to this morning, noon, evening, or night, thank you so much for tuning in, and we'll see you guys next time.